Today we are going to talk about how to live within your means. I have a few points that I would like to share with you today, but before we get to the first point, please subscribe to this channel. It's a new channel and I'm trying to build it up, and everybody is welcome. I'm sure you can learn something from this video, and if you do, please don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon as well so you get notifications about future videos, and of course like the video and share it. If you have anything that you would like to add to this topic, then please comment below. Right, so let's dive in and learn about the first tip, how to live within your means. The first thing that I would like to share with you today is that you really need to have a reality check. You need to know exactly how much your income is. That might be just your only source of income, your salary, or you might have different revenues that are coming in every month. But you need to sit down and actually write down exactly how much money is coming in, so you can see how much money you can work with. So that's the absolute first step. So you need to track the incomes. You need to check where you are before you are trying to move forward, live within your means, and with whatever you have left, achieve your financial success and achieve independence, and of course invest in your future. The second tip that I would like to share with you today is that you really need to spend less than what your income is. So again, you can have several different income, we will talk about that in a different video, but you need to make sure that you don't spend more than what you earn. So there are different techniques that you could follow. There is a video that I've made about this actually. So some people follow the 70-30 model, where they live from 70% of their income and save and invest and give away as a charity donation 30% of their income. So that's one way to do it. There is also 80% 20% ratio, or even as harsh and a bit difficult for some people is that the 50-50 ratio, where you live from your 50% of your salary and divided the rest of the 50% into different categories, where you could give away. You use 10% to give away to charity donations, 10% to have fun and go away and go on holidays, 10% for long-term savings, so when you want to buy something big like a car or a house or things like that. You can also spend 10% on your education, which is super important to continuously grow and continuously learn new things, new skills that will eventually, it's an investment into yourself, so eventually will pay off. And of course there is another 10% that is, what is it? Investment. It is of course investment. The next point that I would like to tell you is that when you realize that you can't really go lower than a certain percentage that you live from, so let's say you have an income coming in, a solid salary every single month is the same amount, and you kind of get stuck at, I don't know, 80% for example, and you realize that you can't bring it down, you can't live below those standards, because that would take away from the quality of your life, and obviously we don't want that. So whatever makes you happy, you should be able to afford it. Whatever is useful in your life and there is a need for it, you should be able to have it. So what people need to do at this point is that they need to increase their income. If you realize that you can't live from less than 70% of your salary, then that means your salary is not high enough for the standard of living that you would like to carry out. So in that case, you can look into different side hustles, you can look into online selling. There are a number of different things that you can do on the side after your day-to-day job, and there is a video about this too, so please make sure that you check my channel regularly. So when you receive more income, it doesn't mean that you increase your standard of living, because that's like a lifestyle creep really. That means that when you look at the percentages, you don't actually reduce the percentage, you increase the standard of your living, so you might even end up living from more percentage of your income. So the trick is to stay the same standard of living, get a side income, and whatever leftover you have, whatever money you have left, you can invest it, you can use it for the different things I've mentioned already in this video. The next point is to minimalize your lifestyle. The research shows that when people have many things in their home, many things surrounding them, things that they don't actually use, they are just clutters really. If you really think about it, there are a lot of things in your house that you might not even use once in a year. So you don't actually need that. So when you look around, when you take a piece of paper and a pen, go around your house and look at different things. Do I actually use that? Do I really need that? And what you realize when you declutter, when you start selling online, and you might need to sell for, you know, for like give it away like almost as a bag, you know, you can actually give it away to charity shops. But what you will realize is when you get rid of the things that you've not really been using, that were just there hanging around, you feel refreshed. You feel like you can breathe again. I felt like that. So when you declutter and you only have the things in your home that you actually really need and use, you feel really refreshed. And that is what minimalism is about. And there are lots of different articles and videos about minimalism, and it's really, really refreshing. People were saying that they're not as stressed anymore when they finally got rid of all the things that they're not using. So go around your house, sell everything that you're not currently using. Look into your wardrobe. If you pick up an item and you don't feel that joy, it doesn't make you feel good, and you're not even been wearing that particular outfit because it might not fit perfectly or things like that, then you don't need it. Someone else might be able to enjoy it, so you can give it away, you can sell it. There are different ways to get rid of it, but look around and declutter and get rid of things and free yourself up. The next step is creativity. When you have a budget, and it's really important to have a budget, and I keep stressing that in my videos, when you have a budget, you can become really creative, because let's say you have £100 for a day out or a couple of day outs for your family. Now you're going to look at different options, and when you get to that point, when you have really £100 and no more than that, you will become creative, and you try and stretch that money as far as it goes, and you want to look into different voucher options, maybe how you can collect points from different suppliers and get free tickets and things like that. There is a lot of options. Even in the UK, there's a lot of things going on in America, as I noticed, but there is a lot of things that you can do. And what I find is that just 20 minutes brainstorming on how I can stretch this money even further can give you so many options. And don't think that any idea is bad. Some ideas might be ridiculous, but when you put two ridiculous ideas together, it might come up amazing. So just sit down with yourself or with your family members and just make it as a game. Brainstorm, how can we stretch this money as far as we possibly can? And you would be surprised how creative everyone is going to become. And it's an amazing game as well. It's like a family building opportunity. The last point I would like to make, and I'm going to finish with this one, is that you need to ignore the reality show. Do not try and look at other people thinking, oh, they're doing so much better, because they're not. If you actually go into their lives, you will find that they are struggling with a lot of things. And what I found in my life as well, when you are struggling with that can affect so many parts of your life. It can affect your mood, it can affect your relationship with your loved ones. There's a lot of things that can be affected by money issues, by financial issues. I mean, financial issues can literally destroy families, destroy marriages. So take it seriously, ignore the reality shows and what they're doing, and the cars that they're turning up with, and your friends when they're bragging about stuff. Ignore them. Do your own things. Make yourself happy. Achieve that financial success, and they will be looking at you thinking, you are amazing. You are just so calm. I want that peacefulness. I want that peace. I want that mindset that you have, because you are confident enough to carry out the work that you had to carry out to achieve your goal. So I would like to finish with that today. I hope you've taken anything on board with these points in the video, and of course, if you have any comments, any suggestions to me, please don't forget to comment and like this video. You can also share it with your friends. You can share it on your social media sites as well. I would really appreciate that. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and click on the bell icon as well, so you get notifications of the next video. So I am really happy to have you here, and have a wonderful day. That's it for today. Bye.